All right, guys, welcome back to the channel. Hope you guys are doing fantastic. Check it out. For years, by now, I've been talking about concealed carry, and I've been promoting the concealed carry life, and I've been telling people to wake up, buy a gun, get some training, conceal carry your gun, protect your family, don't depend on the government, and wow, you could go back on time. You could see my videos. I've been doing it for years, and I've been pretty consistent. In fact, one of my videos that have like a 1.2 million views or something like that rank as a concealed carry video for like years. Doesn't rank no more. I wonder if it's because YouTube doesn't like me. But anyways, I wanted to talk about this. This was sent to me by Joshua Gus, and he's a supporter of the channel. He tweeted me this. I wanted to talk about that. I want to show you this video a little bit, but primarily I want to give you some thoughts about constitutional carry and concealed carry, some of the things that I don't like. And again, as a new gun owner, some of you guys, some things to be aware of. Some of you guys are salty that have been doing this for a long time. Obviously, put comments down below. Let me know what you think. Excuse me, getting confused. Before I get into that, you know what to do. You can support the channel by becoming a patron. Big shout out to my patrons. They are amazing. You could join the squad, or you could simply just use our Amazon affiliate links. And again, that brings money to the channel every single day. So let me share my screen right here, and let me come into this. And obviously, subscribe to the Jarhead 6 ride channel, where I ride my motorcycle and I have a blast trying to fix my bike now. And again, here's the video. So anyway, he's telling me about Louisiana. And he's telling me about right now there is, I guess they're trying to introduce constitutional carry, which to me is amazing. I'm going to share some thoughts about that to kind of give you an idea to some of you guys that are new into this. I want to just play a little bit of this video just so you guys could get an idea.
Right now in Louisiana, if you don't have a felony and you're over the age of 21, you can take a concealed carry course and pay for a concealed carry permit. But one Louisiana representative says there's a better way to exercise that right.
In Louisiana right now, open carry is legal without a permit, and this just mimics that. So if you can conceal carry without a permit.
State Representative Danny McCormick says that replacing the current law with what is called a constitutional carry law is what many other states have already done, and that it's time for Louisiana to get on board.
It's legal in 18 other states right now, and 2 more are in the process of legalizing it. So we're hoping to be number 19 or 20, whatever we fall in there. But Arkansas and Mississippi already have constitutional carry, and it's working good.
He says that while he was out campaigning and knocking on doors, people kept asking him to make constitutional carry a thing in Louisiana.
I mean, people are ready to go on the offense with their Second Amendment rights, or they're tired of being on the defense. And as we always say, there's no but in the Second Amendment. Some people say I support the Second Amendment, but there's no but in the Second Amendment. So we're going back to the original intent.
I think that
I like that. There is no but in the Second Amendment. I really like that. So here's the thing. Some of you guys are new, right? And some of you guys may be like, well, Fabian, I don't really know the difference. I don't know what you're talking about. Again, I just don't know what's the deal with this. So let me just explain you something real quick. Some of the things that this individual here says, he talked about open carry, he talked about concealed carry, and he talked about constitutional carry, right? So again, open carry is something that I actually agree big time. North Carolina, when I was there, was an open carry state. And essentially what it means is that, if you legally can have a gun, you could open carry your gun. So it cannot be concealed. You cannot hide it. You cannot, put it underneath your shirt or anything like that. It has to be visible. Now, I love open carry, specifically rifles. And the reason why, and take a step back, calm down. I don't think it's a good idea to be walking around with a rifle every other place, going to, get coffee with your AR-15. That's just, I don't think it brings too much any good to the Second Amendment in a way. In some cases, it may. There's situations that may, but, typically speaking, you walk inside a place with an AR-15, you're just scaring people. People are going to get scared. That is the reality, by the way. And here's the thing that people fail to understand is the simple fact that when you go and promote the Second Amendment life, you're trying to do positive, and you're trying to come out with ways that it's going to bring people into the Second Amendment. So again, if you want to carry a rifle, because I get into debates about this, it's not a bad idea. If you want to, like, hey, let's set up here, let's bring people to talk to you, let's bring, a bunch of people doing this and kind of educate. But typically speaking, what I have come to realize from years upon years of being here, and, by the way, before I did this, I like guns. This is not something that, oh, let me make videos about guns and now like guns. I was doing guns before YouTube was a thing, right? So typically speaking, if you walk inside a place with a rifle, you're just going to scare people. People are not listening. People don't want to know what you say. People don't want to understand what you say or anything like that. People are just scared. That's the reality. So here's the thing. I like rifles primarily because you never know what's going to happen. And I remember Ferguson happening, and I remember people carrying rifles outside the houses and things like that in the news. And sometimes the police will be like, hey, can you put the rifles away and this and that? And people were like, no, I have the right to open carry. I'm going to stand out here with my rifle. So you see situations like that. It makes sense. Situations where you could protect your home from mass, riots and things like that, because again, you have the right to open carry a firearm, and if you wouldn't have that right, then it gets a little bit more difficult. But again, you know what? I like open carry a lot because some people didn't have the money to conceal carry. Some people didn't have the money to pay for the permit and things like that in North Carolina, but they were able to buy a gun and then they open carry their gun, right? And again, it is what it is. I think there is some advantages to open carry, but there's a lot of arguments there. But I also think there is some disadvantage to open carry. But here's the thing. I don't want to talk about that right now. I want to talk about this concealed carry situation. And concealed carry is great. It's really a fantastic way to carry. You have the element of surprise. You have a firearm on you. The bad guy does not know that, right? So again, there is a video where the dude is getting the haircut. The guy passed in front of him with I think it was a shotgun. And the moment that he passed, he was able to draw and, protect his life, right? And how he did that, simple fact that he was concealed carry. The bad guy had no idea, zero idea that he had a gun. So concealed carry is just a fantastic way. It's a very strict way. It allows you to move from point A to point B while you're still protected, while you're still protecting your family. You have the ability to carry a respectable firearm, something that allows you to protect yourself. And again, I love it. It's my preferred way to carry and all that. But the thing about this is the concealed carry permit. It's the permit. It's the regulation that they're doing in order to take your money. So some of you guys are going to say now, because I get into debates about this. Well, we need to have regulations on that. We already have a regulation on that. You already have, when you go and buy a gun, you have to pass a background check. If I go to a store right now and I want to buy a gun, I have to pass a background check. So again, why would I have to pay the government more money to pass another background check if I already passed a background check? I'm not getting it. Every single time I buy a gun, I have many guns. I have bought so many guns in my life. I have to pass a background check. But now I have to pay a government more money to pass another background check. So here's the thing. It is not about a permit. It is not about none of those things. It's simply about the simple factor that they want to take your money. It's a money machine. It's just the same way that they do other permits out there. Got to go fishing. I got to pay a permit. What are they doing with my money? What do you mean that I have to pay to go fishing? That makes no sense. Everything is so expensive. Go to the movies, it's expensive. Go and take my family to eat, it's expensive. Go here, it's expensive. Well, let's go fishing that God created the seas. Gotta pay a permit. I'm going to tell you. I was thinking about this the other day. I was making this joke, the Sopranos versus the government. Sopranos goes to a store and says, hey, you need protection. You need to pay me this much. The government says, hey, either you pay permits or you're not doing that. Pretty similar to me. Yeah, well, the Sopranos would do bad things to you, but the governments would take your house, would take your business, would take everything you have as well. It's sad to say, but it's the reality. It's a permit for everything. So the concealed carry permit is just another permit that is just stopping you from carrying your firearm. Again, you went to a store, you passed a background check. You were already deemed a good person of society to be able to buy that gun. Why are you buying another permit? People are going to argue this one. This is the biggest one that people are going to argue. Well, it requires training. Well, yeah, I get it. I get it that every responsible gun owner should do training. I've been talking about that for quite some time. But now we're making the government mandating you to take training. Are we saying that gun owners are not responsible enough to make that decision? And by the way, I have taken the training. The training is nothing wow. Maybe because I went in the Marines, maybe because I spent many years serving a country and I understand what training is, but the training is nothing intense. It's a very basic training that you have to take, which is understandable. It's a basic class. Again, a responsible gun owners could do the same thing. Now we're allowing the government to mandate what kind of training we have to take. And some of you guys may agree with that, but wait until they mandate you to do something that you don't agree with. Now we're playing with that freedom kind of thing, right? So again, now they're mandating you to take training. You say it's a good idea. But then when they mandate you to wear a mask to go and do groceries, then it's not a good idea. Well, it's the same concept. So to me, here's the thing. The concealed carry permit, to me, is completely nonsense. It stops people, good people, from carrying guns. Gonna say, well, it makes it illegal for some people not to carry a gun, or criminals. We're regulating that. Criminals don't follow the law. Any law that is put in place is for the good person. So now you're a mom, maybe a single mom, maybe a mom that has been abused, maybe a mom that made the decision to buy her a gun to protect her children. And guess what? You can't carry that gun to defend yourself from your crazy boyfriend or from your crazy husband, because now you need to pay the government another $150 and you need to take a class that is $80. Now you need another $230 to carry that gun that you legally were able to buy, because you're a responsible person that passed a background check. Now you cannot carry that gun because you have to take this permit. And what is the government doing with that money? Nothing. They're just taking the money. By the way, look it up. Florida. We had a situation where in the concealed carry permit office, the lady or whoever worked there was approving permits without, I guess, again, I don't remember the story, but apparently she was locked out of her account to do the work that she was supposed to do. And she was just approving applications without doing the actually background check. Again, it's a joke. It's a joke. It's just another office that is taking our money and is preventing us from carrying our gun. So here's the thing. Constitutional carry, like I play in this. If you're in Louisiana, definitely look into this. Definitely work into this. To me, it makes total sense. To me, it's something that every state should go into, right? If you are a law-abiding citizen, you bought a gun from the store, you already had a background check. There is no reason why you need to do a permit check. It's just another way to, again, to take your money. If you bought a gun legally from somebody else, there's no reason why you need to get a permit. There's no reason why you need to get regulated. It's just you already passed that background check, right? If you want to feel good, because by the way, background checks, they don't prove nothing. There's many criminals that pass a background check and then commit a crime. So background checks don't do nothing. But again, if you want to go that way, they already passed a background check, so they should be able to carry their gun, right? There's no reason why that concealed carry permits is just another way to take your hard-working money, just like fishing permits are. It's true. You can disagree all you want, but it's true. Anyways, appreciate you guys watching. Stay tuned. We got a lot more videos coming up. Appreciate everybody that watched the video, everybody that put comments, everybody that shared my videos. You guys are just amazing. I really, really appreciate you guys. Again, stay tuned for more videos. And as always, God is in control.